Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'll be sharing a big incident that has been recently happening. Israeli forces launched unrelenting airstrikes into the densely populated Gaza Strip on Monday with the aim of rooting out Hamas forces, an Islamic militant movement best known for its armed resistance to Israel. In an address to the country, Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed that the military offensive is just beginning. As Israeli forces dialed up their response, Hamas threatened the lives of hostages if Israel bombed the homes of women, children, and elderly leaders living in Gaza without warning. Hamas said the group would execute a civilian hostage each time Israel bombs a home in Gaza without warning and would release the sound and images of that execution. The unprecedented violence affecting Palestinians and Israelis comes after a Saturday morning attack by Hamas. Gunmen for the group infiltrated Israel by sea, land, and air, entering homes, killing civilians, and capturing hostages of all ages. A rave near the border with Gaza was also attacked. IDF spokesperson Jonathan Conricus called it by far the worst day in Israeli history. There are 2,900 wounded and 1,200 dead from these attacks, the Israeli military spokesman said. Most of the victims are civilians. Israeli media later reported the number of dead in Israel had reached 1,200. In retaliation for the assault from Hamas, Israel has focused its attacks on the Gaza Strip, home to 2.3 million Palestinians, most of them refugees. Conricus said Israeli forces have regained full control of all the southern territory where there was Palestinian gunmen, 3 days after the initial attack from Hamas. He said 300,000 reservists have been mobilized in southern and northern Israel. Officials with the health ministry in Gaza said Monday that more than 1,100 people have been killed in Israeli strikes and more than 5,000 wounded. 14 US citizens have also died. There are still a lot of unanswered questions regarding the status of victims and hostages. Videos posted on social media reveal how armed attackers stormed a music festival in southern Israel, killing an estimate of 260 people. Minutes after a rocket alarm sounded in the midst of a DJ set, gunmen fired on people attempting to evacuate the area through the festival's main road exit. Concertgoers were forced to flee through fields and the surrounding countryside, where many hid for hours. Some of the hostages taken over the weekend were abducted from the festival. Israeli forces recaptured the area later in the day. Israel said as part of its full siege of Gaza that it would cut off fuel, electricity, and food supplies in the area. The situation for Gaza's residents is critical, with nearly all unable to leave the small coastal enclave due to a 16-year blockade imposed by Israel and Egypt. The US warships and fighter jets deploying near Israel this week in support of Israel are also intended to send an explicit message to Iran. That message, one of the officials said, is stand down, specifically when it comes to any consideration by Tehran of unleashing the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah. The Biden administration is sending the ships of the Navy's USS Gerald Ford carrier strike group to the eastern Mediterranean Sea. In all, as many as 24 advanced fighter jets are expected to arrive in the region in the coming days. Further information is expected to come in the future days. But all that we can know for sure is that it's going to be really deadly. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.